What's up, Internet? My name's Nerdy.
And I'm Clarus.
This is episode 3, Dream a Little Dream of Me, where we spend time with Joanna Constantine, I'm assuming. I did say Constantine this time. For those of you who commented last time.
Please comment again and fight about it, because it helps the algorithm.
I like the Keanu Reeves movie, okay? I like it. Controversial statement. Let's watch this.
All right, let's do it.
We love a seedy establishment.
It's the neon. It gives it away.
I do think we're in London.
I'm sure the majority of this takes place in London.
No.
Oh,
This
really?
episode probably, yeah. I mean, we're going to go to hell. We're going to go all over the place.
London. I'm sorry, I've never been to London.
No, it's Regina, Saskatchewan.
Ah, hell, yes.
Joanna! Astra!
Oh.
He said it was an accident, like when Mum died.
Where is he?
Bit
of fun. Summoning demons for fun.
Yeah, super fun.
I just love that it looks like a published book.
Yeah,
It's not like a grimoire. It's like...
Yeah, like a printing company.
Went down to
pumped it
Barnes
out.
and Nobles.
You're safer in here. With your father.
If this show does well, what do you think the chances are we get a Constantine spin-off with her in the lead?
I will watch anything that Clara does. So, I'm okay with that.
Sandman is known for creating spin-offs. The comic series was very good at it. So I wonder if we're going to get a Netflix spin-off of this. And now she has a concussion.
All right, miss. We're here.
And a great coat. This is from the trailer, right? This coat.
I think so.
It's weird to think of Constantine having a credit card. Her credit must be terrible.
It's the bird lady. Feed the
Arms
birds.
out for a pitiful woman.
He's coming, isn't he? Morpheus.
Name drop.
I know. I'm 280 years old.
Constantine.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's here now.
He's right there.
She knows because she can see him across the street.
Yeah.
Can't keep God waiting.
It's really one god or another. Pick your poison here.
This visit is strictly professional. Unless you want to get a drink after. Kevin Brodie, the footballer. He's rubbish. He's fit though. Look, if our chat goes wrong, I've got a dead princess on my hand, a demon on the loose, and no one to pay my fee.
This is fun. I like this story.
Jesus fuck.
This is not from the comic.
Oh.
Smell the sulfur.
It's very much Hellblazer, though, the comic that Constantine is usually the star of.
Can't just barge in there spouting Latin at her.
You could.
Sounds like that because she's been possessed by a fucking demon. Take your top off.
What?
Do you, princess?
This reminds me of Catholic school. Take your top off.
Oh, there we go.
Then repeat after me.
Clever girl. Ha ha! Whoa! Whoa! He's still fit, though. It's a good-looking man right
Still
there.
fit.
You're right about the demon, wrong about the host. Kevin. Come on, love.
Kevin!
His name is Agalaeus. Lord Morpheus.
Lord Morpheus.
Whoa.
Run along and fuck off back to hell.
Well, she's definitely a Constantine.
That looked great.
You
Damn.
have no idea what you have done.
Who do I invoice for this? Church of England or Buckingham Palace?
Neither of those are taxed, so, you know, it's, they've got money.
What is he then? He's endless.
I love that she just accepts that. She's like,
Like,
all right, that's a
hey,
normal way to end a conversation.
Yeah, you know what? I'm done.
Don't let him mess you about.
Unless it's the fun way.
Or does this approach generally work for you? You just turn up and order people about?
Yes.
That's kind of hot.
Is that not your raven?
Lucian, you dog.
Tell me your name.
It's, Matthew.
Matthew. If I need assistance,
You
I
do,
will ask
actually. She's getting away, sir.
What a great use of Patton Oswalt.
This is why you need a raven.
Go back to the dreaming.
That was great.
But maybe we shouldn't give away a jewel when we could use it to dream of a world without the Sandman.
Uh-oh. I was like, oh, she's smart.
She is smart.
I lived my whole life here. That's why Lucian sent me to help you.
Lived his whole life in London? But he doesn't have an accent?
Jesus.
You can change John to Joanna, but you can't take away that one loss.
How did you find me?
You were dreaming.
If the mess in here offends you, wait till you see my office.
Like every room in our house.
I'm making a cosplay. It's messy.
Said he had the devil locked up in his basement. How the fuck did you...
I love watching someone put two and two together.
Yeah.
Wasn't the devil he had locked up in his basement, was it? I know what your sand is.
Why you gotta keep physical photos in the house. They remind you of things.
One night I just went on a job and never went back.
Why?
It's a terrible way to break up with someone.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you've noticed, but people around me tend to get ripped in half or cast down to hell.
Two cynical bastards walking down the street together.
Or it used to be. It's been 6 months. Maybe she might move house.
That's not that long ago.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get lucky and she won't be... That's weird. Should even ask who it is. This could get awkward.
Yeah. Awkward. I was like, those doors don't stay open when they've been buzzed.
That's true, yeah.
That door locked like 30 seconds ago.
When the sound stopped.
Yeah.
You can hear it relock.
It's not gonna be her.
I dated a girl who lived in a building in New York where she had to physically pull a thing by the stairs and it would unlock the door. So if someone came over, you had to go out in the hallway and pull this thing up and it would literally pull something up all the way down. It was like in the wall.
Sorry to bother you. I left some things behind when we broke up and I was... Should have phoned or at least texted.
Can you imagine being that cool, but this bad at talking to someone?
Yeah, no.
I can't imagine being cool, so.
Whatever they're doing up there, they're not thinking about you.
No, they're not. Nope,
No.
they're thinking about something else.
Yeah.
I even called your exes.
You did not.
Don't call my exes.
I won't.
Because you're a selfish, ruthless coward
What is happening?
who ruins everything she touches.
What a fun twist on the comic.
If it wasn't for your sand, she wouldn't be like this.
I'm not the one who left her with it.
Yeah.
Hand back so that you can save all of humanity. Well, here she is. What's the point of you? Well, you wait some back. Why are you still here if you won't help?
Wait outside.
I'm fine.
I'm sorry, I was such a shit mom.
It's too late now, love.
No.
Just back to back.
Mother.
I need you to step away from her. Okay?
There's giant glass windows. No one saw what just happened.
I'm sorry.
Oh. The second wave at the end of that?
Wow. Yeah. Oh my god.
I think that's called viscera.
Yes.
Oh, this is bad. Oh, yeah, it's very bad. This is, yeah.
Free! Hold it right there! Don't move!
Wow.
There's the gore I expected to see at Rachel's house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. I do like that they're like, we can afford this effect once per episode.
Yeah.
So for the guys in the elevator, off screen.
Well, that's very kind of you, but please, I insist. Thank you. Thank you.
It's not suspicious at all.
She died in peace.
You know, she was actually a good person. They're not all like me and Roderick Burgess.
Constantine! That nightmare won't trouble you anymore. Don't ever spy on me again.
I wasn't spying. If I were spying on you, you'd never know it.
Yeah, he wasn't spying. He was hitting his head on the window.
Yeah, he was right there.
Take me with you, and we'll never have to have this conversation ever again.
It does sound tempting.
Yeah? Where are we going?
Hell.
Yeah, we are.
As in hell? Probably check in with Lucian first, right?
Oh my god.
I'm gonna go out on a limb, which is something birds actually do.
Which is something birds actually do.
But I don't get a sense that you're listening, so fuck it. Let's go to hell.
Fuck it.
I want to believe that was just what Patton Oswalt riffed in the moment.
Yeah.
Wow, look at these end credits.
I know, they're so stunning.
Yeah. Oh, that jumped to the next episode way too quick for my taste.
Yep.
All right, that was episode 3 of Das Sandman.
Yeah.
What'd you think of it?
Interesting. This show has a little bit more of a slow burn than I thought from the first episode. The first episode is there is so much that happens, right? There's so much that you're introduced to, so much setup, like and it's really all well done. And now it's kind of got that like slow simmer going on, which I actually think is nice because there was so much in episode 1. We're now being given like one thing at a time or 2 things at a time to digest, as opposed to 100 years.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Right. And so we get to know people and care about them, and in episode 1 I did, Alec, like I felt like they did a really great job of introducing him and his story and over this entire lifespan. But I think it like it's like my favorite roller coaster in Disneyland, the Incredicoaster, where you literally like take off at however many miles an hour and your face is like this, and then it like coasts, and it like really it's this really incredible ride of
roller
like
coast.
Got him. But that's kind of what the show feels like so far, is like there's really interesting loops and twists and turns, but that first moment was definitely a like being blasted with air as you're like sped forward into this story, which I think is a really interesting dynamic.
Yeah, I will say that I would happily watch a Joanna Constantine show now.
She's
Constantine. God, I'm never gonna get that right.
I love Clara so much.
And she's a different version of John for sure. But all the like Constantine necessities are there for me. And I know I really enjoyed her interactions with Dream. I think the comic version of this episode does not have the Constantine backstory in it because you don't need it, right? Like for the comic readers who were picking this up, a lot of them were probably reading Hellblazer. And so there was kind of more of an expectation that you would already know who this character was. I think it was really smart of this episode to bring in more setup for Constantine so that you really have a grasp of who this character is, especially for new viewers who maybe have never seen the Constantine TV show, maybe don't watch Legends of Tomorrow, and aren't as familiar with them. Maybe they've only seen the Keanu Reeves movie and are like, this is nothing like that. And you're like, well, yeah, no.
I have seen absolutely none of those things, and I thought it was set up very well.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I think they did a really good job. I do wish that she had smoked at one point. I know that we don't want to smoke in TV and film anymore, but it is just such the iconic Constantine thing. But that's dumb. It doesn't need to happen. I loved the demon moment with the princess. Not in the comic. In this comic, this particular issue, that moment really worked for me. Setting up that there are demons who know that Dream's helm is with one of the demons in hell. Really cool.
Yeah.
It just all of the changes that they've made have expanded the world but kept the framework in place. And I'm just so enjoying that. Like, I feel like I'm going into the same house, but it's a few decades later, and the people renovated. They upgraded as they went. You know what I mean? They didn't let it fall into despair. What it feels like is Neil Gaiman has sat with Sandman, this thing that he wrote, this incredible masterpiece that he created, and he's had time with it, and now he can, in bringing it to a new medium, go, how do I take that further? You know, how do I approach this idea earlier? There's a lot of later ideas from the comic that are being brought up a lot earlier in this. And he did the same thing with the audio drama, right? The idea that Burgess was John Dee's dad was never explicitly in the comic. It wasn't explicitly in anything until the audio drama. And so, you know, little things like that. He's, without going back and changing the original comic, he's been adding depth to it since he wrote it. And
no,
I think
it's fascinating.
That's beautiful.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I did hear something about that Neil Gaiman, when it first released Sandman, was against it being adapted.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of writers are against. Yeah.
I was just wondering, because it seemed like, well, and I'm sure when it was released as well, it was like, how do you do any of this?
I don't think until recently there has been room for Neil Gaiman in the adaptations. And I think that when you create something like this, that I truly believe Sandman is probably one of Neil Gaiman's most personal works. There's a reason Dream looks exactly like him. If you look at a photo of the two next to each other, it's the Pam thing from The Office. It's the same photo.
I've never. All right, cool.
Yeah. And so I do believe this is a very personal work for him. I think that a lot of his ideologies about the world and a lot of his ideas about everything are in that book. I might be wrong. I'm totally willing to be wrong. But it is hard not to look at a comic where the main character looks like its creator and go, this meant a lot to you.
Yeah.
And Neil Gaiman has very publicly lambasted previous scripts of the Sandman adaptations. And so I think that this is one where he was like, you can only do it if you do it right.
Yeah. I for some reason had that stuck out in my head, and you know, I can see why. This is something that would be really easy to fuck up.
I'm amazed that it works.
Yeah.
I think there's a couple things they've done that have made it work that are really smart. I think bringing in the Corinthian much earlier than the comic, to give the opposition to Dream a through line through the episodes is really smart. I think having Corinthian tie be more explicit about the connection between Ethel Cripps and the present and all of these moments between Burgess to Cripps to John Dee. I think tying those closer together, where things can be a little bit vague in the comic but aren't in the show. It's very explicit in the show how things connect. I think using the Corinthian to do that is really smart.
Yeah.
Because Dream is on this very separate mission that is very this place to this place to this place to this place, and those stories are kind of separate. The items, the MacGuffins make them connected, but the stories are very separate. Having the Corinthian story be the straight arrow through what's going on, I think is brilliant, and I think that it is making this show really palatable to a new audience who understands what the stakes are, but gets to kind of go on these fantastical individual stories with Dream.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's working for me so far. All I want to do is watch the next episode, so I think that's a good sign.
Yeah, me too. I can't wait to go to hell. I can't wait to see the devil.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to play the game. If you like this video, like and subscribe to the channel. If you don't, hit the dislike button. That's what it's there for. Leave me in comments down below, because the algorithm god is hungry and we must feed her. If you didn't catch our reactions to the first 2 episodes, those are available in the playlist in the down below. And you can also check out our first ever movie reaction posted last night to the Predator film Prey. That was Clarus's first Predator movie.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Quickie review, good time?
Good time, yes.
If you haven't seen that movie, go watch it.
Yeah,
honestly,
seriously.
it's
worth it.
Really solid. And if you can't watch it in Comanche, go watch it in Comanche.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, it's very cool.
It's like a really good movie. I'm going to be talking about it until everyone on Earth has seen it. No, I won't. That would be the rest of my life. But I'll keep bringing it up. Do something nerdy tonight, y'all.